écoutez Radio Grand Lac sur le 92.1 FM.
Your English Weekly. Your English Weekly. La chronique 100% en anglais de Radio Grand Lac avec Sinead.
Hello, hello, welcome back. Bonjour à tous ceux qui nous écoutent en Radio Grand Lac 92.1 FM. Bienvenue à l'émission Your English Weekly. Je suis Sinead Dupont-Pochabaron, professeur d'anglais. L'objectif de cette émission est stimuler la langue anglaise et l'expression anglais. Chaque semaine, vous découvrez soit un article, une histoire ou un cours préparé par un élève du Your English Workshop. Cette émission est aujourd'hui sponsorisée par Your English Workshop, qui est un centre de formation pour l'apprentissage de l'anglais pour les adultes et les enfants, certifié Calliope. Juste une petite chose avant de commencer. Nous avons une réunion pour ceux qui souhaitent partir à l'étranger pour les enfants cet été en cours d'immersion linguistique. J'organise ça le samedi 29 avril à 10h à Aix-les-Bains. Donc, n'hésitez pas à partager cette information avec vos amis. Restez à l'écoute dans les 15 prochaines minutes pour notre expression de la semaine et notre conversation en anglais avec Christine Blot. Hello, Christine.
Hello, Sinead.
La leçon de cette semaine est de le niveau A2. Hi and welcome back to Your English Weekly. Today we have a student from Your English Workshop with a new lesson. Our lesson today is an A2 level, so it shouldn't be too difficult for those listening today. My guest is Christine. Hi, Christine.
Hi.
Thanks for coming today. Christine, before we do the expression of the week and before we give some words to our listener, can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Hi, I'm Christine. I'm 53 years old. I live in Grésy-sur-Aix. I have a daughter, 25 years old, who lives in Lausanne in Switzerland. And I live with Gilles.
In Grésy-sur-Aix.
Grésy-sur-Aix. My job is selling bottles, empty bottles for vineyards.
Okay, I think we see these trucks along the road. Du Passé.
Yes, du Passé.
Yes, fantastic. Okay, thanks, Christine, for introducing yourself. Christine, our listeners are going to listen to a story about traveling today, but before I have an expression that I would like to share with you. Have you ever heard the expression to make a mountain out of a molehill? Have you ever heard this expression?
No, I never heard of it.
Never?
No.
Okay, so stay tuned until the end and we will give you the meaning of make a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, could you explain some words for our listeners today? The first word, listeners, you're going to hear in our subject of tourism is challenging. Christine, what does challenging mean?
That is stimulating.
Very good. Something that is stimulating or difficult. Facilitate. What does that mean? Facilitate.
Aid or help someone or something.
Okay. We're going to hear the word trip. What does that mean? Trip.
Excursion, outing, where you go and you come back.
Fantastic. Now, listeners, be careful between the word trip and travel. Travel is the means that you use to go somewhere. Alors, Christine, among, what does that mean, among?
Between, one of a group.
Okay, and there is wide. What does wide mean?
Vast, ample, large.
Vast, ample, large, okay. And doubts. What does doubts mean?
Uncertainty, indecision.
And we're going to hear the word sightsee. What does sightsee mean?
Visiting attraction, going to a place of interest.
And blogs?
Diary, journal, reports.
Reports on a place that you have visited. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. We're going to hear the word globe trotter or globe trotters.
a person who likes to travel.
Okay, and fingertips. What are our fingertips?
Everything you can do with your fingers.
Yes, and they are the ends of our fingers. And what about trekking? What does trekking mean?
Traveling in variable weather conditions, walking on trail.
Walking on trails. Fantastic. Mass tourism. What is mass tourism?
Many people is going to the same place.
Okay, and we're going to hear the word garbage. What does garbage mean?
Rubbish, waste.
Fantastic. And carbon? Carbon footprint, to be exact.
A measuring of your impact, CO2, of your activity.
Okay, so the CO2 that you leave, the impact on the earth. Okay, so listeners, now listen to our subject of tourism today.
Why do many people like traveling today? Traveling has always been challenging for a few years, but it's probably even more so today. The price of flights has decreased on the Wide World Web shows us new countries to discover. New apps on our phone facilitate the organization of the journey and unforgettable trips. You can easily use comparative prices machines on the internet among air companies to find the best value. With this, you can find the flight you want for the best price. And there are special days in a week when prices are lower than during the holidays or weekends, for example. If you don't know where you want to go, some sites give you the best place during the best season for a trip. If you want to find an hotel, it's not difficult. The web can help you. But first, you choose your destination, and with the internet, there is a wide choice of hotel or guest houses. Do you want to eat out? Where do you want to eat? No more doubt. Google, your friend, give you a number of places with good reviews. Look at TripAdvisor. Somewhere to have a local drinks? It's the same thing. With the www and local apps, you will find a wide choice of local bars and a place to meet people and have a good evening. Do you want to go and sightsee? Some guides will help you to not miss the wonderful place to visit. Just have to read the blogs of other globetrotters before you. Who is your best friend on holiday? Your phone is all you need to have, especially if it's a smartphone. Keep it in your pocket and everything is at your fingertips if you get lost.
Well done, yeah, fantastic. Okay.
Are you scared of traveling? Some people are traveling with agencies. Professionals can help you prepare your trip. You have nothing to do, just pay. Flying to the adventure spot can become simpler than ever, so why complicate things? Thanks those professionals, they will be there to guide you. For example, you can go to a travel agent who will suggest a ready-made trip such as safari or trekking holiday. However, on the other side, we still have the problem of mass tourism being terrible for our planet. There is a climate change in which being a tourist participant is increasing the crisis. Each time we take a plane or a cruise boat, we cause damage. Some tourists damage the landscapes and don't respect nature. They put their garbage everywhere with no shame. These tourists, just by their presence, cause damage. For example, in Thailand, the government had to prohibit access to specific beaches to preserve them. In France, the famous famous Calanque in Cassis must be closed during the summer to protect them too. Why? Too many people are visiting them. What is the solution? We haven't any perfect solution because 21st century tourists are not ready to abandon the need to discover our planet with its million places to visit. But we can be responsible when we are traveling. To finish, I'm a little stone of this big mountain, but to travel with the knowledge that I must try to reduce my carbon footprints as much as possible.
Woohoo! Well done, Christina. That was a huge challenge today, huh?
Yes.
To come and to write out everything about tourists for people to listen to today. So you can be very proud of yourself. Well done, Christine.
Thank you.
To know that Christine is a student and she prepared this all by herself today. So that was just wonderful. Well done, Christine. Thank you.
Thank you too.
So, Christine, just a quick question. Why do you like traveling yourself?
Yes, I like traveling to discover countries.
And tell us one of your best trips that you have been on.
My best travel was in North Argentina. How wonderful is this country. I love meeting people and sharing their way of life.
And their experiences. Oh, that's so sweet. And do you have some ideas or some tips of ways that people can avoid polluting? Because today I think that's a very important aspect when we are traveling.
The first way is don't take a plane.
Yeah.
But it's impossible.
If you go long distance, it's complicated.
Yes. If you want to discover other continents.
Yeah.
But when you are in other country, you can reduce your carbon footprint traveling by train, by bus, between two towns, renting a bike, discover by walking foot in cities.
Yeah, discover the cities by walking by foot. Yeah, exactly. So there are ways to reduce one's carbon footprint. Well, thank you for preparing all that for us today, Christina. It's just fantastic. Now, listeners, let's come back to our expression of the week, a mountain out of a molehill. So, Christine, you don't know what this means.
Yes, a little. It's take some little thing to a big one, or it's not the reality.
Exactly. Not too far. So, to exaggerate or to put too much focus on a little issue, something that's not important. And some people make little things that are not important into something that's big and it's not necessary. So sometimes just to keep things simple and focus on little minor issues and leave them minor issues and not to make them into a molehill, or make them into a mountain from a molehill. Okay, well, there you are, listeners. So that's all that we're going to be hearing today about tourism. If you wish to listen to this podcast again, don't hesitate to find us on YouTube, on Radio Grand Lac, Your English Weekly, and today, the 25th of April. Remember, you can go on Your English Workshop and you will find the link to Your English Weekly. Also, you will see our Facebook page with the expression of the week. I wish you all a wonderful week, and I'll be back with another guest next week, and of course, another lesson. I wish you all a wonderful week, and don't forget you must stay tuned in today, because at 1 o'clock we've got Patrick and Place aux Associations, and at 2:15 we've got Astrid and all the beauty that she can give us with her tips. At 5 p.m. tonight at 17h, you've got 1 hour, one commune, of course, with our famous Jean-Pierre. And today the commune is Saint-Ours. And not forgetting our Jérôme at 6:15 tonight, l'économie autrement. So there you are again, listeners. Thanks for joining me today. Bye to you from us at you.
Your English Weekly. Your English Weekly. La chronique 100% en anglais de Radio Grand Lac avec Sinead.
Radio Grand Lac. Votre radio.